March 9th and get off to a good start. You mentioned, KP, some of their depth issues with some of their players leaving or being injured. We have to attack the paint, establish the paint first, and really try to get to the foul line, get them in foul trouble. But when you establish that paint, you can play inside out and then try to make some threes from there. On defense, we have to defend the three. This is a team that's making 9 threes per game, and they're going to come out here and try to shoot a lot of them, especially with the type of defense that we play. So we have to defend the three, make them do something they're uncomfortable doing. The pre-tip-off show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, where people don't have your money has people.
Huskers and Arizona State here in Vegas, and Josh Hilkeman standing by with a Husker opposition feature. Closer look at Bobby Hurley's Sun Devils on the Huskers Radio Network.
For farmers, sustainability is a way of life. 97% of farms are family-owned, and 95% are participating in conservation programs and using sustainable practices.
I'm Ann Meese, a farmer near Elgin, Nebraska. I grew up on this land, and we're dedicated to being good stewards and leaving it better for the next generation.
Since 1980, U.S. soybean farmers have boosted production by 130%, all while lowering emissions and improving land and water use. Nebraska soybeans, feeding, fueling, and innovating for the future.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air,
and Electrical.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time, make coffee ice cubes for your cold brew, and wear goggles to cut onions. You also added Cox Mobile. So smart. Now you're running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability and saving on your Cox internet. It's ingenious, just like you.
Oh, thanks.
Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox postpaid internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. to H 2023. Other restrictions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Just like the Huskers dominate the hardwood, J-Tech Construction is here to dominate your home improvement game. Whether it's roofing, siding, or solar, our team plays with the same passion as your Nebraska men's and women's basketball teams, bringing Husker pride to every project. From energy-saving solar to game-winning windows, J-Tech has the tools to make your home a Husker-worthy powerhouse. Proudly serving all of Husker Nation because, just like Big Red, we know how to bring home the W. J-Tech Construction, your home, our game. Call for a free estimate. Terms and conditions apply.
Nebraska ball is back in action tonight as they're ready to take on the Sun Devils of Arizona State in the college basketball crown. This brand new slate of games being played in Las Vegas is the new postseason tournament that teams are taking part in. The Huskers match up with Arizona State in this first round, and the Sun Devils come in with a 13-19 record overall on the season. They've dropped their last 5 straight games, with their last win dating all the way back to February 23rd against Kansas State. ASU has been led by B.J. Freeman offensively this year. His 13.7 points per game leads the team for what has been a bottom-half offense in the Big 12 in the 2024-25 season. Other players like Alston Mason, Bashir Jihad, and Josan Sanin have been double-figure scorers for Arizona State this season, too. Any of the 4 would be probable for putting together a strong performance on the court tonight if Nebraska's defense falls to the wayside. Bobby Hurley is in year 10 with this Sun Devils program, and it hasn't been his best. ASU has had a winning record in 4 of the 10 seasons since Hurley has held the head coaching position. But this year will mark the second straight where the Sun Devils finished below 500 on the year overall. The Huskers are looking to put a bow on the 2024-25 campaign with a strong showing in this new tournament, and we'll see if Bryce Williams and company can pull it off. As coming up next, we've got starting lineups and opening tip-off on the Huskers Radio Network.
It all starts with a handshake, but at FNIC, it's just the first of many. Their advisors build relationships, get to know your business, and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and proud sponsors of Husker Athletics. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
You can't keep an All-Star Classic bottled up. Dorothy Lynch has been MVP on the Nebraska bench for over 60 years, and she's just getting started. This old pro makes plays on and off the court. She can dribble around salads and veggies, dazzle with dips and casseroles, and is a slam dunk with chicken wings, pizza, and tacos. She can bring the game when it's down to the wire and can serve up the perfect assist in the kitchen, whether it's snack time, dinner time, or overtime. You and Dorothy Lynch make a winning team.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating
and Electrical.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time, make coffee ice cubes for your cold brew, and wear goggles to cut onions. You also added Cox Mobile. So smart. Now you're running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability and saving on your Cox internet. It's ingenious, just like you.
Oh, thanks.
Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox postpaid internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. to H 2023. Other restrictions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
At Central Valley Ag, there's always room at the table. And now there's a special offer just for you. For a limited time, when you commit bushels to CVA's averaging program by April 11th, you'll be entered to win a grain moisture tester, a $1,000 value. Maximize your harvest and make every bushel count. Contact your local CVA grain specialist or visit CVAcoop.com to learn more. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of Husker Nation.
We are back here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Kent Pavelka, Jake Muehlhausen, Nebraska in postseason play in the Crown event. First round games today, 4 of them, 4 tomorrow. And the semifinals on Wednesday and Thursday, and the quarterfinals, rather. Semifinals on Saturday, the championship game on Sunday. And let's take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by Nebraska soybean growers. A Nebraska farm fact: Nebraska soybeans are an innovative alternative to petroleum in many everyday products. All right, for Arizona State, 13-19 on the season, 4-16 in Big 12 play. Bobby Hurley in his 10th season at ASU, 168 wins, 150 losses. Alston Mason, a 6'2 senior from Belgium, Holland. His father played at Lincoln Northeast High. Alston, his son, transferred from Missouri State to ASU. He's a young man, because of his father's professional career, that went to 14 schools in 14 countries growing up. Mason can fill it up at point guard, 13.5 points a game. Adam Miller is the 2, a 6'3 senior out of Peoria, Illinois. Redshirt senior, fifth-year player, 10 points, 2 rebounds. Sean Phillips Jr., 7-foot junior center out of Dayton, Ohio. Really good shot blocker. As a matter of fact, ASU second in the Big 12 in blocked shots. Doesn't score a lot, but he's a presence in the paint. 5 points, 5 rebounds. Bashir Jihad is the 4-man, 12.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. He is a 6'9 senior out of Detroit, and he is really good at getting to the free throw line and also a shot blocker. And the fifth starter, instead of Josan Sandin, who bolted, got in the portal, really, probably could have chosen to go in the NBA draft, went to the portal instead, picked up by St. John's earlier last week. The next day, for reportedly a couple $1 million, he's out. So they'll start Amir Ali instead, a 6'8 freshman from Little Elm, Texas, averaging 5.5 points and 2.5 rebounds. Nebraska will go with Bryce Williams, Andrew Morgan, Berke Butengel, Jawan Gary, and Sam Hoiberg. Wooster is out. Looks like Mia can play. He warmed up. Griffiths is out. And our officials, Randy McCall, Chance Moore, never heard of him, and John Floyd, with whom we are familiar.
We are familiar with John Floyd. The other two characters we don't know. So it'll be interesting here at the Crown with the referees in Vegas, but they have the bass turned up in this arena so damn loud I can't even hear what. It's just my brain's rattling right now, KB. But.
So loud you said damn on the air. Well, it feels like we're sitting next to a vehicle with like 3 feet tall tires,
right?
With the bass.
Yeah,
running.
I mean it is.
You can't see in the windows.
Like you're gonna shake us off of our chairs here, but a good Nebraska contingent showing up here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. I would say what? By far the most red. Not a lot of maroon and gold for Arizona State, but imperative that Nebraska gets off to a good start here.
Husker cheerleaders here, and it will be Morgan jumping it up against Sean Phillips as we get started. Nebraska hoping to play 4 more games. In order to do that, they got to win 1 of 4. The first one tonight here at the Crown. Morgan, the 6'10", 242-pound senior, 1 year at Nebraska. Played well this year, averaged 8 points, 4 rebounds a game. He'll jump up against Phillips, who's got about 2 inches on him. And we're set to play. Nebraska, the road team in the red with a white, little black accent on the trim, and the white numerals, and ASU with their white home uniforms. Arizona State leads in this series, 5 wins to 2, as the Huskers play the Sun Devils for the first time tonight since, I believe, 2009 was the last time they played. So we're set to go. Look at the big Crown logo at the middle of the floor here. And television, of course, dictating when they're going to throw the ball up in the air. If Nebraska wins tonight, we'll be on the air Wednesday. And they'll play the winner of Georgetown and Washington State, which is the 4th game after this one tonight. Here's the opening tap, and it's controlled by the Sun Devils, as Alston Mason will bring it into play in the front court to the right side of the floor as we watch the action high above from the sidelines. We're up in the rafters as ASU has the first possession of the game. And this is Miller, the 2 guard. He throws the ball away. Turnover on the first possession against Arizona State, slipping and sliding out there.
It was good defense by Sam Hoiberg, moving his feet. And Miller thought there was going to be contact, but Sam pulled the chair. He was falling down and threw it to the first row.
Berke Buchtel with the basketball to Morgan, swings it left now to Gary. Huskers' first possession of the game, no score, as here's a shot by Williams, misses it short. Rebound slapped out of there into the hands of Hoiberg momentarily. Berke got a hand on it, but Hoiberg could not run it down, and it goes out of bounds.
Pretty good look by Bryce Williams. A double staggered away for Bryce coming to the top of the key, just missed the 3, but Berke had a chance to get it offensive board. He should have just snagged it, but tipped it out of bounds.
Here's Phillips driving the ball, or Jihad rather, in the paint, puts it up, draws the foul, as he offered up a little pump fake, and biting on a little bit was Berke, and so it'll be Jihad to the free throw line, and as we just said a moment ago, really good at getting to the free throw line.
He is, yeah. Berke went for the shot fake, and you can tell a little bit of rust by both teams these first couple possessions, and both teams off since the first part of March. And you can see some rust showing through here early in this game.
Jihad hits the free throw, and that's the first point of the game. And it's 1-0 Arizona State. First foul of the game against Buchtel. That was Jihad's 179th free throw attempt of the year. And his second one is on the way, and it's good. It's 2-0 now ASU. Huskers with the ball for the second time in the game. Opening 2 minutes. Williams to Morgan between the circles. Left side Hoiberg on the left side hash mark, now in the paint over the left shoulder with a nice touch. Little hook shot there by Gary, and Jawan ties this game at 2 apiece.
Good play by Jawan. Good patient move. Got both feet in the paint. A beautiful jump hook for the first basket for Nebraska.
Pump fake Mason, driving, kicking. Pump fake Miller, step back. 3 on the way. Got it. And it's 5-2. As Adam Miller hits his 57th 3 of the year.
And they can fill it up. 38% three-point shooting team, making 9 per game.
5-2. Williams with the ball. Bounce pass. Left lane line extended. Here's Berke off of the right side over on the hash mark. Nearly falling out of bounds with ball was Gary. Now it's Williams with it. Crossover in the corner. Berke winds up, shoots, misses the 3. They fight for the loose ball. Defensive board. Nebraska 1 and done on that possession. ASU's basketball. Jihad has got it. Square shoots over Williams, nails it, and it's 8-2.
So back-to-back threes for Arizona State. Jihad, 30 or just a 28% three-point shooter, drills his first attempt.
Huskers down 6, just like that. Opening minutes here in Vegas. Here's Williams, left lane line. Can't hit the shot on the spin, and the rebound taken down again by the Sun Devils. Ali has got it. One and done the Huskers again on that possession. 8-2. Arizona State. Jihad on the left side of the floor. Step back, pump fake. Throws it up there. Might have been partially blocked as Williams comes down with the ball. Did not hit the rim. Here's Buchtengel with it. Midcourt left. Gary calling for it. Deeper down the wing. Takes the pass. He's got a smaller player on him. That's Mason. And the double comes and a foul is called.
That's the first foul going against Arizona State. That's going to go against Jihad, who took an errant shot. He wanted some contact, wanting the foul. So it'll be Nebraska basketball. Clock reset to 20. Baseline out of bounds from the left side.
8-2. Huskers down by 6 early in the game, almost 3 minutes into it. Here's a drive by Gary. Misses. Follow dunk, though, with 2 hands by Morgan. Nobody put a body on him. The double came against Gary, and the rotation was not there defensively.
A big-time follow. Andrew Morgan, the first Amigos dunk of the evening here in Vegas, goes to the big fella, Morgan.
So it's 8-4 after the jam by Morgan. With it is Mason, Alston Mason, son of Alton Mason. Jihad with a drive. Has the ball knocked away, gets it back, missed the layup. Rebound by BK. Buchtengel brings the ball up the court himself. Buchtengel to a cutting Hoiberg. Back out to Buchtengel on the bounce pass. 3 ball on the way. Got it. Berke Buchtengel with just his 23rd three of the year. First one of the game for Nebraska.
The first Central Valley Ag 3 goes to Berke. Good job in transition. Get out and running. And Sam kicked it out to Berke, who drained it from the left wing.
3-point makes it a 1-point game, 8-7. Arizona State, they've got the ball. Phillips puts it up. No good from the left side of the floor. And the rebound by Berke again, who brings it up the floor. He's picked up by Jihad. On the right side of the floor, swings it left to Morgan. Nobody in the paint. 5-out look. Putting the ball on the floor is Hoiberg to BK. And down on a back cut. Really fine finish there. Great play. Buchtengel in there to Gary, and Nebraska takes the lead.
A 7-0 run for Nebraska. 3 for our last 3 from the field. A great back cut by Juwan. Good find by Berke.
First lead of the game for the Huskers. Arizona State's basketball. With his Miller. Pull up Jay, top of the circle. Drains the 3. Miller with another one. He's got it 2 in the game. 6 points for him. Or they give him a 2. Beg your pardon, he was on the line. So that makes it a 10-9, 1-point lead for Arizona State. Here's Williams looking for his first point. Into Morgan. Spins inside in the restricted circle and travels with it.
That's the first turnover against Nebraska. Just a little bit too fancy for Andrew Morgan. Could have gone up with it right away, but instead tries to spin and gets caught with the travel. Arizona State 10, Nebraska 9, 15-20 to play here in the first half. Nebraska basketball brought to you in part by your Midwest Ford dealers. Visit buyfordnow.com for all your truck, SUV, and electric vehicle needs. Under 16 media break. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
At Central Valley Ag, there's always room at the table. And now there's a special offer just for you. For a limited time, when you commit bushels to CVA's averaging program by April 11th, you'll be entered to win a grain moisture tester, a $1,000 value. Maximize your harvest and make every bushel count. Contact your local CVA grain specialist or visit CVAcoop.com to learn more. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of Husker Nation.
The signs are everywhere. It's time for Truck Month at your Midwest Ford dealers. Get $3,000 cash on Super Duty and save on Ford F-150. Both part of F-Series, America's best-selling truck lineup for 48 years. Hurry in, folks. These trucks are running. Drive a new Ford Super Duty with $3,000 cash or 1.9% financing. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers, driven by value.
It all starts with a handshake, but at FNIC, it's just the first of many. Their advisors build relationships, get to know your business, and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and proud sponsors of Husker Athletics. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
And remember, Vivid Seats is the most...
Hey, enjoy the bold, fresh flavors of Amigos. Fans can receive a free combo meal when they download the new Bold Fresh Rewards app from Amigos. On game day, Amigos is a slam dunk, and we had the first dunk for Nebraska, a tip dunk by Andrew Morgan not too long ago. So go enjoy some Amigos, some bold, fresh flavors from Amigos.
Huskers got off to a shaky start offensively, and then a nice little run. Defensively, given a little too much space for Adam Miller. He's a good shooter.
You got to make him, when you have to crowd him, try to make him finish in the paint where both of his makes where he just a dribble in, walk in type three, and then one just barely inside the arc. But he's a really good shooter, 44% from three this season. But it's going to be the depth that's going to be fascinating to watch on the rotation that Bobby Hurley does for Arizona State. They've only played these five guys so far. They have not subbed at all in this game.
Miller had missed a significant amount of time the last 3 or 4 games with a hip pointer injury. But he is back and averaging right at 10 points a game, big part of their offense. Huskers going to have to do a better job defending him. ASU's ball.
And now that I say that, they just subbed in Trevor Best into the game for the first time, and Connor Sejan in the game for the first time. He's given Bearkay a rest.
So with Sejan on the floor and into the front court for the basketball, Trevor Best. In the corner, Jihad. In the corner to Miller. Elbow right. Over there to Phillips. Back to Miller. Miller working off a ball screen. Pick by Nebraska. Takeaway. Here's Hoiberg. And the finish inside. And no, he couldn't finish it inside. Gary couldn't. And ASU comes the other way. Had a chance there for an easy lay-in. And a little out of control there. And then Arizona State travels with it.
And Juwan was expecting contact. And we saw that so many times the last handful of games in this season where we were expecting contact, expecting the whistle. Just go finish. And just blew a layup.
10-9. Nebraska down by 1. We have played 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Sejan with the basketball inside the free throw circle. Gives to Morgan. Williams cuts to the right. Morgan brings it out on the dribble. Gives it back to Williams on a screen. Drives it inside the free throw circle. Little 13-footer. Got it. Huskers take the lead on the first basket of the game for Bryce O. And it is a 11-10 Husker lead.
Pretty move by Bryce. Thought he got fouled. He was talking to the referee, but a pretty move, pretty finish right in the middle of the paint for Bryce.
Here is Trevor Best with the basketball. Bounce pass between the circles to Miller. Trotting around with it. Over the head pass. Hook pass. Back right corner. Best step in. 15-footer. Missed it baseline right. Rebound Morgan. Nebraska ball up by 1. Across the timeline with the ball is Bryce Williams behind a little moving screen. Nails the three. Top of the circle from about 23 feet away.
And in transition, a great screen by Andrew Morgan sprung Bryce free from the top of the key. Nebraska on a 12-2 run over the last 3 minutes.
56 threes on the year for Bryce Williams. First team all Big Ten. 14-10 Huskers. Phillips with the ball with a handoff to Miller coming to the right side and out of the left on the rescreen by Phillips. Misses the three. Rebound Phillips inside. Put back dunk. Huskers had no answer for his size right there at the rim.
The 7-footer battling a Sejan and Hoiberg down low, just threw them both out of the way and dunked it home.
14-12. Here's Morgan on a drive, and the reverse layup is too short. Rebounded by ASU. It is a 2-point Husker lead there in transition. Mason drives, shot blocked beautifully by Williams, and here comes Hoiberg down the floor. Sejan shoots the three. No good from three, and a push off by Gary.
Juwan trying to get that offensive board, just gave a 2-arm shove right to the back of Mason, but a wide open look in transition. Connor Sejan just not getting his feet set, and you could see him drifting.
What a block, though, by Williams.
Man, yeah, just to spring that fast break opportunity. Bryce coming out of nowhere to beat that thing and keep it in play. Connor's got to knock that one down next time he gets a chance.
Now you got Mia in the game for Nebraska. Mia and Buchtensville, along with Euless, Williams, and Asijan. And this is Jihad driving the ball in the paint. Double teamed, kicks it out. Pump fake, Mason on the left side of the floor. Alston Mason. He drives it against BK. Little against Big. Down inside. Pass too hot to handle. Picked off by Nebraska. Williams has got it. It was intended to Miller. And here's Williams driving the ball off a screen down inside. And Mia has the ball slapped away. Retrieving it is Euless. Out it comes to BK. Buchtensville with the ball. Returns it left side. Euless has got it. Looks inside to Mia. Finds him. On the block, extended left, drives in, pushed it off, and a foul with his offhand knocked the defender to his butt.
That was Jihad acting right there.
Think he flopped?
Just absolutely, he did. Just baiting Braxton Mia. That's the second turnover on Nebraska and drawing the charge. But I like trying to establish the paint with Braxton. He has the physical tools to post up down there. He's just got to be careful.
14-12. Nebraska still up by 2 points. ASU's ball. Jihad has got it. Gives to Amir Ali. He started the game. And now in the right corner, 3-ball up and good. First points of the game for Alston Mason, and he can fill it up. 56 threes on the year for him on 144 attempts. Just under 12 minutes to go, and with that three, ASU takes the 1-point lead at 15-14. With the ball, it's Williams in the paint to Mia. Pass left corner, taking his eye off it, and a turnover. Euless had the pass, but failed to grab it, and it's a turnover against the Big Red.
Hey, friends, stay healthy and active with natural chiropractic care. Did you know that chiropractic is safe and effective for all ages? It's proven to treat pain, improve mobility, and prevent injury. Find a chiropractic physician near you at nebraskachiropractic.org. Stay active with chiropractic. Arizona State 15, Nebraska 14, 11:44 to play here in Vegas. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Experience luxury redefined at Woodhouse Cadillac. From powerful SUVs to elegant sedans, there's a Cadillac for every journey. Receive $8,500 in savings plus 3.9% APR for 36 months on the 2024 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury. Shop in-store or online at WoodhouseCadillac.com. With approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Courtesy transportation vehicle with 8,660 miles. $299 doc fee due at signing. Offer expires 3/31/2025. See dealer for details.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husker pride everywhere you go. With the Husker Visa debit card. Free with FNBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for the Big Red. Every time you pay. The Husker Visa debit card. Only at FNBO, the bank of Husker Nation. Bring it. Get yours today at FNBO.com/Huskers. Member FDIC.
Nebraska Lottery.
Hi, I heard Cash Blast is back.
Yes, sir. Until April 1st, buy a 2x2 ticket and enter the voucher number online for a chance to win one of 7 weekly drawings for $5,000 or $500. And if your voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled.
You guys are great.
Thanks, but we think our players are greater.
No, you're greater.
No, you're greater.
Well, if you insist.
2x2 top prize odds 1 in 105,000.
We are back here in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Nebraska trailing Arizona State, game 3 of 4, first round of the Crown. Brand new postseason tournament. 11:45 to go in the first half. Tight fit right now, 15-14 ASU.
Nebraska on a scoring drought of just over 2 minutes. We went on a 12-2 run to get the lead. But back-to-back turnovers, one by Mio on the charge, and then an errant pass to Aaron Euless in the corner. So it'll be Arizona State basketball coming out of this timeout.
Everybody's favorite Cash Blast from the Nebraska Lottery is back. Until tomorrow, April 1st, you can buy a 2x2 ticket, enter the voucher number online, and win a $5,000 or $500 weekly prize. 2x2 top prize odds are 1 in 105,000 in the Nebraska Lottery. With our scoreboard updates all season long, we can give you 2 scores from the first 2 games to play today already. Butler beat Utah 86-84 in game 1 of the Crown. Boise walloped George Washington 89-59 in game 2. This is game 3. Huskers and ASU And game 4 follows this one, Georgetown and Washington State. And the winner of this one gets the winner of that one.
And Mia quickly goes to the bench after back-to-back turnovers coming in. But it's Arizona State's shooting so far early in this game, KP. 3 out of 4 from beyond the arc. And that's given them the 1-point advantage, 15-14 with 11:45 to play in the first half.
Averaging 8.8 threes per game, ASU. Here's Alston Mason. Again, his dad played at Lincoln Northeast. Once a Rocket, always a Rocket, Mr. Knight.
There you go.
Over there, Jakey. Here's Mason driving. Lob play. It's out of bounds and poorly delivered. Intended over there at the rim to Trevor Best, but it was not well thrown.
It was not. It was that's the 5th turnover now against the Sun Devils.
Huskers with the ball down by 1, 15-14, 11:20 to go in the first half. Williams bumped as he goes left to right out near the timeline by Trevor Best. So team foul number 2. We set the shot clock. Well, actually, it hadn't even gone under 20 seconds, so 21 seconds remaining on the possession after the foul. Inbound pass is Sejan to BK, and now it's Gary yet to get going. Gary drives the ball, puts it up with the left hand, and somehow flips it in off the window.
A great finish by Juwan. I didn't think he had a chance to get it over the Arizona State defender, but able to flip it off the glass and get Nebraska back in front, 16-15.
Half a dozen for Gary now in the game. Huskers by 1. Mason with the ball, right to left. Reverses it. Ends up in the hands of Best. Bounces mid-post to Jihad. The kick out. Ali drives the ball behind the screen, finishes. And that gives ASU the 1-point lead at 17-16. Huskers come the other way. Ulis in the game at point guard, gives to Sejan, shoots the ball, misses the 3, and the rebound by Jihad. And he knocks into his teammate, knocks him down. ASU controls the ball.
And Jihad is coming up like grabbing his neck like he got popped by his own teammate.
Here's Mason with the basketball. Over to Jihad, the pump fake on BK, drives him, hangs in the air, missed the layup, rebound by BK, great defense by Buchtengill, down the floor, long pass to Gary, back to Buchtengill, comes left, drives it, stops, 2-foot jump stop, left elbow, out it comes to Williams, comes left off the Buchtengill screen, backs up. We've got 14 on the shot clock. Huskers lead it, or behind by 1, and now they're ahead on the 3 ball by Williams. Williams with a long 3 up top left side. That time his second trio. CVA 3 in Nebraska up 19-17.
The third CVA 3 of the game, a big one by Bryce.
And down a back cut inside. Terrible defense there. Naked underneath by himself. Adam Miller with a lay-in.
No one's talking on the backside there. And Miller wide open. There wasn't a Nebraska defender within 5 feet.
The siege and pump fake. The drive in the paint. Spins, travels with it, I think.
He did.
Got happy feet there.
Now 4 turnovers for Nebraska, 5 turnovers against the Sun Devils, and Connor Esijan going to get a break. He missed an assignment twice now defensively, and he's 0 for 2 from downtown and then has a turnover, so he's going to take a seat and regroup. We need Connor to play well.
Sure do.
His shooting and what he can do to spread the floor on our offensive end.
10.5 minutes gone, 9.5 to go. It's a 19-19 game, ASU and Nebraska. First round of the Crown. In the ball game, the coach's son, Bobby Hurley. Here's the drive by Mason, cut off by Hoiberg. Coach's son against coach's son. And the drive by Jihad, down inside deep. Phillips misses point blank. Rebound, Gary down the floor to Ulis. Can the Huskers get something going early? Ulis to the trailer. Buchtengill steps into a long 3. Missed it short. Rebound, slapped out of there, out of bounds off Hoiberg.
Pretty good look in transition for Berkay. Just a little bit short from the top of the key.
Might have taken another step.
Yeah, he just needed to. He shot it from too far out. He was trailing and shot it just a step inside of the Crown logo here at the MGM Grand.
19 apiece. ASU's ball. Nebraska knotted up with Arizona State. First round of the Crown. The drive inside Best. The runner's no good. Good box out by Ulis. Up the floor it comes to Williams. He's at a couple of 3s. He stops, high right side, backs up, screen, Buchtengill for Williams, left-handed dribble to the foul line, puts it up, contact, couldn't finish, rebound, Hoiberg, kick out, Ulis, extra pass, Gary, back to Ulis, shoots a 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound taken down by ASU. That is not Ulis's fort.
Not at all. That's when he should pass up and try to put the ball on the deck.
Here's Phillips, deep right corner, Best, good-looking 3, missed it though, rebound into the hands of Hoiberg, somehow Ulis tapped it to him. As ASU Couldn't come up with the offensive rebound. Here's Williams for Nebraska. We're tied at 19 with 12 minutes gone. 8 to go in the first half here in Las Vegas. Gifton with a handoff. Hoiberg drives the ball, bounces it deep right side. Another three put up, no good by Ulis. He's missed 2 in a row from distance.
That's going to be a foul, I believe, on Phillips Jr. for Arizona State, but Nebraska has not scored. They're 0 for our last 4, have not scored in 2 minutes, and Aaron Ulis back-to-back threes, not his strength at all. Hey, hands on the wheel ahead in the game. The driver has one job to drive. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office. All knotted up at 19 apiece, 7:51 to play. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
No need to hunt around for friendly service, low prices, quality products, and great experiences. You'll find it all with the local experts, Sapp Brothers Petroleum. If you're tired of tracking down another late delivery, it's time to consider Sapp Brothers, where we pride ourselves on delivering products on time or even ahead of schedule with your safety our top priority. Switching is easy. Just shoot us an email or give us a call. And right now, when you contact Sapp Brothers for any of your fuel, propane, or lubricant needs, you'll be entered to win a guided pheasant hunt next fall. Visit sappbros.net/Huskers.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Josh Ahrens in Kearney, Scott Vermas in La Vista, or Dennis Malloy in Bellevue today.
Farming is hard work. Between managing crops, livestock, and equipment, there's not much time left to handle financing and loans. At Dakota Mac, we can help you do the heavy lifting when it comes to ag financing. Whether you're a full-time farmer, an investor, or a young and beginning farmer, we're here for you for all your ag lending needs. Let Dakota Mac help you work smarter, not harder.
Hi, it's Caleb Hopkins from Dakota Mac. Call me at 515-314-7066 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network.
Woodhouse has been a trusted partner in your everyday, friends, since way back in 1975. So shop for your next vehicle with the home team at Woodhouse. Woodhouse, the official auto dealer of Nebraska Athletics. Husker Athletic Director Troy Dannon made the trip.
Herbie Husker made the trip.
Herbie Husker, Husker cheerleaders, and good contingent of red-clad Nebraska fans. We run into them all over the country, and even have some Chick and Nick fans who came up and talked to us earlier.
How about that?
Yeah, I don't know if he was. Well, he mentioned our appearance at the Chick and
the
Nick
live show.
Yeah, a couple years ago with the.
Always fun.
Yep, it is.
Cale Jacobson getting some action for the first time.
Not surprised at all, and I bet you we may see Jeff Grace before the night's over.
Never know.
So Cale on the floor. Cale Jacobson, 21st game he's played in. And the Huskers ball. The score tied at 19. Under 8 to go in the first half. Ulis at point guard. Point blank inside, and a bunny missed by Gary. And the rebound taken down by Ali. How did he miss that?
That's 2 layups now Juwan has missed. Now he has Phillips there right in front of him, so he had to rush it up. But that's 2 layups Juwan has missed in this game.
I think Phillips intimidated him.
Yeah.
Here's Mason, Alston Mason, left side. Ali faces up against Gary. Top of the circle, Jihad. Stick arm defense, little against big, and Jihad drives the ball past his defender and is fouled and by the help, and he'll go to the free throw line.
There's no reason to go for that shot fake. Jihad, I know he made his first 3-point attempt here in this game, but he's only a 28% three-point shooter.
Good point.
Make him shoot that one over a contested hand. But instead, you go for the shot fake and then foul, and he's going to the line shooting 2.
Did they give that to Morgan, or did they give that to Ulis?
A foul was on Sam, actually.
On Sam. Help defense, third defender on the play, and Phillips hits the free throw, and it's a 20-19 1-point lead for ASU. Again, a team that has struggled in the win-loss column, but has been very competitive and even has some significant wins over very good teams this past year. Second free throw good, and the lead is 2 now for Arizona State. So Phillips hits a couple of free throws. Huskers against pressure. Dale Jacobson to Hoiberg and now to Ulis on the floor along with Morgan and Gary. The usual 5 on the floor there for Nebraska. The drive and the shot blocked. Gary had it rejected by Ali. He comes the other way against 2 defenders, and he walks with the ball, I think. Nope.
So Nebraska possession.
Held ball.
Good hustle by Kale getting back against Ali. That's the 6th turnover on Arizona State. Bryce Williams going to check back in. Man, Juwan's had some really good looks inside the paint. He's missed 3 of them now. Another one right there. And Nebraska has not scored in just under 3 minutes. One of our last 8 from the field.
Williams leading the way with 8. Gary has 6. Williams one-arm pass over to Hoiberg, right side. Now on the right lane line, it's Jacobson. Bounces it on a bounce pass to Williams. Back to Jacobson, looking for Morgan. Flashing up top, takes the pass. Gives to Hoiberg, coming to it, right to left. Drives in the paint. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Nebraska.
Off Sam's knee. Right idea. But just active hands by Arizona State gets the turnover, the 5th for Nebraska. And the scoring drought continues for the Huskers.
Down by a bucket, one of their last 8. No field goals the last 3 minutes. Jihad with the ball, gives to Phillips. They're 2 bigs, and now Ali. Actually, they've got 3 pretty good-sized players in there. Deep left corner, Mason. Back up top, pump fake, Miller, the drive, and he can't finish. Ball batted into the hands of Jacobson. Down the floor, comes to Hoiberg. Leads the 3-on-2. Hoiberg to the trailing Morgan. Morgan a dribble to the right. Hands it off to Williams coming right to left. Williams stops. Down inside on a back cut to Morgan. Fumbles the ball. Retrieves it. Back out it comes. With it is Gary saving the day. 12 on the shot clock. Out near the timeline to Williams. Discombobulated possession here, but they still got it after a near turnover. Williams squares, shoots the 3. Got it. Bang, a rang. Bryso puts it up and down, and the Huskers take the 1-point lead.
And the 4 Central Valley Ag 3 of the evening, a big one, and a great screen by Andrew Morgan. Bobby Hurley was complaining to the referee about that screen, but it was legal and a great one to spring Bryce free.
22-21, Big Red. 5.5 to go, first half here in Las Vegas. Kent Pavelka, Jake Muehlheisen with you. Phillips with the ball, high post, gives it off to Jihad. He has a ball screen. Jihad shoots that ball and is fouled by Gary, and 3 free throws coming up for Jihad.
God, is that frustrating whistle. And Juwan, that's his 2nd foul now, too, so he has to go to the bench. You can't send him to the line there and foul a shooter. And Jihad, that's a 28% three-point shooter on the season.
Bashir Jihad. Tough player, talented player, hits the free throw. And Jihad now with 7 first half points, and that makes it a 22-22 draw here with 5:22 to go in the half. 8 points rather for Jihad after the free throw. Make it 9 on the 2nd of 3. And ASU takes the 23-22 lead. Here comes BK back in the game, and out goes Juwan. And a mixed bag of success and frustration for Juwan here in the first half.
Well, and Juwan getting his 2nd foul there. He has to take a seat with 5:22 left in the first half.
He's frustrated. 3rd free throw, good by Jihad. 9 points for him. And it's a 24-22 ASU lead. Here's a 2-1 press. Actually, man pressure, but Nebraska breaks it. No problem. Still 21 on the shot clock. With it is Hoiberg bending down with the ball, cutting to the ball. It's Williams, hands it off to Jacobson, comes to the left, squares up, returning it off right side to Williams, shoots the 3. It's no good, draws the foul. 3 free throws for Bryso.
Some good action away from Bryce. Comes with the handoff and then receives the stagger down to get himself open. And he squared up, able to draw the foul. This will be the first free throws attempted by Nebraska. Arizona State, they're 7 for 7 in this game.
11 first half points for Williams. 3 free throws coming up for him here. First one is up, and it is no good. Bryce, 101 of 181 from the foul line this year. 89%. 24-22, ASU, 5:04 left first half. If the Huskers can win this thing, they'll play on Wednesday against the winner of Washington State and Georgetown. That's the fourth game of 4 coming up after this one tonight. Second free throw is good by Williams. Dozen for him now. 24-23, Nebraska down 1.
You don't see Bryce miss very many front ends of a free throw opportunity. Missed his first one, but last of 3 right here.
He missed some against Iowa in that last game, remember?
He missed the one to go up at Ohio State as well.
Right. 24 apiece now after Rice makes 2 of 3. The second and third of 3 opportunities. Miller's got the ball down inside to Phillips. Double teamed, kicks it out. Mason open 3, missed it short. Rebound inside, push off Jihad. And actually they're going to call it an Ali.
Phillips. That's his second foul now. So he's going to go to the bench. But Nebraska had a lot more depth with Jawan Gary with 2, and Phillips now has 2. They don't have a lot of depth at all. And look at the size that Arizona State has on the floor right now.
Jacobson with the ball. We'll bring it across the timeline. Right side picked up by Alston Mason, pressuring him right there. Comes left, switch defensively. On him now is Ali and Trevor Best, rather. Now a long 3, no good by Williams. Rattles out, rebound Morgan. Good tough offensive board after that miss. Pivots, the cutter is Hoiberg. The drop-off, the spin, and the finish. No good by Buchtengel. Put back up and in by BK. Huskers tough inside, and the finish by Buchtengel.
He missed the first one. It rolled around the rim forever. It fell off. He got the opposite board and put it back in. A big play by Bear Cave.
Huskers up a deuce, 26-24. Did they have a stop on him here? Alston Mason, 3 ball. Got it. You saw that going in as they let it go.
You can tell he's got his feet set, just not enough pressure on him. That's what Mason wants to do, and he drains another 3. Arizona State 4 for 7 from downtown.
27-26, leading the Huskers by 1. Morgan's got the ball for Nebraska, hands it off to Williams, gives it right corner now, and a travel called on Nebraska there as Williams gave it up in the corner over to Jacobson, and the turnover costs Nebraska an opportunity to take the lead here and don't even get a shot off.
Our broadcast brought to you in part by Acres Equipment, Nebraska's premier John Deere dealer. Acres solutions for every field. Arizona State 27, Nebraska 26, 3:47 to play in the first half. This is Big Red basketball.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect that water is the reason parts of your concrete have gotten so uneven. Walkway tripping hazards, sinking pool deck, cracked driveways are dangerous threats to everyone's safety. But there's one way to learn how your concrete can be lifted. A free home inspection from Groundworks. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at groundworks.com. License number C142293.
Husker fans, this is Coach Hoiberg thanking you for supporting our program. Your passion and presence have created one of the best home court advantages in college basketball. Additionally, thank you for supporting your Husker student athletes through contributions to 1890 Nebraska, the official NIL collective of Husker Athletics. 100% of your contributions to 1890 go to Husker athletes, positively affecting their lives in so many ways. So visit 1890nebraska.com or text NEBNIL to 801-801 today and go Big Red.
Dorothy Lynch, home style and light and lean dressing. Dorothy Lynch, endless flavor abilities.
Do they have Dorothy Lynch in Las Vegas?
I don't know. Well, we haven't been to the grocery store, but I would hope so. We've had some good food here, though.
Hey, it's really good food here. And it's wild how many people are here. I mean, I know it's being here. I know you got here Saturday, I got here Friday, but just how many people are in this town, even on a Monday, it's absurd.
It's a sensory overload.
It really is.
I don't really care for it, to tell you the truth. It kind of overwhelms me.
Yep, it's a lot.
You know,
it's a lot, but it's fun at the same time.
Yeah. Well, here we go. 27-26. Huskers down 1 here with 3:47 to go in the first half. Nebraska had the second best net rating coming into this of the 16 teams in the tournament. Boise State had the best net score as the Huskers try to get off the schneid here after losing their last 5 regular season games. We thought before that first of the 5 losses that they were all but a lock to be in the NCAA tournament.
Yep. It's a tough way to finish this season, but we need a win here. We're playing well. We've missed a lot of shots inside, some opportunities that we've had now. You have to give credit to Arizona State. They do have active hands when we're getting the ball in the paint. And as you mentioned, they were the second best shot blocking team in the Big 12 Conference, so we're aware of that as well. They have to finish inside at the rim. And it'll be Arizona State basketball out of this timeout. The travel call against Cale Jacobson. And in the game now for Nebraska, Hoiberg, Bearcade, Morgan, Williams, and Asijan.
Like the way, obviously, Williams has played 13 team-high points, but also like the way Bearcade's played. 5 points, 4 boards.
He's played well.
On the floor, as you said, with Hoiberg, Williams, Asijan, and Morgan. And ASU's ball. Leading Nebraska by 1, 27-26. Under 4 to go, first half. MGM Grand Garden Arena in Vegas. Mason with the ball against Hoiberg. Pull up Jay Good.
Good defense.
And a better offense.
Yep, good defense by Sam. Just a tough shot by Mason.
Mason's got 7. It's a 3-point lead now, 29-26. BK with the ball for the Huskers between the circles near the Crown logo at the middle of the floor. In the paint now with the ball is Morgan. Drop step, spin, puts it over the left shoulder, no good. Defended well by Jihad, and he missed it. And here's Ali. I thought he walked with the ball there. Jihad's got it. Left elbow, jumper up, good. And look out here. They're ahead 31-26. Their biggest lead, 5 points.
The biggest lead earlier was actually 6 in this game, but they're on a 7-0 run over the last minute in this game.
Here is BK with the ball. Buchtengel spinning, baseline right, faking, kicking with it. Asijan puts his head down, drives in the paint, spins. Nothing for him. Out to Williams on the left sideline. Little jab step. He's got Best on him. He drives him in the paint, splits a double, runs into a third defender and out of bounds off Williams.
He tried to drop it off to Andrew Morgan, but instead a turnover, the 7th for Nebraska. And Nebraska, 2 of our last 11 from the floor. And on the contrary, Arizona State's made 3 of their last 3 attempts on that 7-0 run over the last minute and a half.
2.5 left. You want to cut into this lead deficit of 5 points rather than let Arizona State extend here before the halftime. Left side, Ali, 3 ball, up, no good. Rebound, Asijan. Huskers ball. Asijan to Williams. Met there by Miller. Screen for him by Buchtengel. Gives it to Buchtengel. Spins, puts it up, threw it up, no good. Pokes it around, saves it with a flip in bounds. With it is Cale Jacobson, and he's fouled. Fouled by Mason.
That's the 6th team foul now on Arizona State. And the first on Mason. We're trying to get it in the paint against both Jihad and Ali. They each have a foul, try to get their second foul on them. Andrew Morgan with the good post up prior.
Reset the shot clock to 20. BK's got it. Now to Hoiberg on the left hash mark. The BK between the circles. Got a cutter, got a screener. Asijan, BK on the switch defensively against Ali. Backs up, crossover, takes it right side, kicks it out, walks with it. 8th turnover.
That's the 3rd or 4th travel against Nebraska in this game. You got to just slow down and be strong with it. 8 turnovers now for Nebraska in this first half. 3 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes.
Down 5, 31-26, a minute 47 to go before intermission. Mason dribbles it across the timeline to Jihad. Now it comes off over to Miller, back to Mason, pivoting, coming right as Hoiberg fights over a screen, deep left corner. Best's 3 is no good. Placement rebound into the lap of Hoiberg. Huskers need a positive possession here, ending up at some points. Here is Hoiberg dribbling it around in a crowd, and there's the 7th team foul.
And I'll put Hoiberg at the line shooting bonus shots, and that's the 2nd foul now on Mason. So they have some foul trouble brewing as well, just reaching. So Sam, big free throws coming up. We have not scored in just under 3 minutes. Bonus opportunities for Sam Hoiberg.
Free throws number 4 and 5, actually 4 guaranteed. Got to make the first to get the second. Huskers 2 for 3 from the foul line, and the free throw is good by Sam, and that's his first point tonight. Averaging almost 4 points a game. He's an 87% free throw shooter. He's at 21 of 24 this year.
We're going small now, too. You have Cale Jacobson, Williams, Hoiberg, Ulis, and Asijan in the game right now. No bigs at all for Nebraska.
Second free throw good by Sam. Very small. It is 31-27, 4-point ASU lead, 1:20 to go in the half. Trevor Best across the timeline, right side of the floor. It's just the 11th game he's played in. That shows you how decimated their depth is. Here's Ali with a drive in the paint, the lob down deep. Jihad puts it up and in, and an and one. Nice hesitation move there with a head fake and drew the foul.
And just got a body up there, wall up. Instead, Jihad, though, he's got 14 in this first half. Coming in this game.
Averaging 12.5.
12.5. So he's already exceeded his season average in this first half. He's played really well.
Jihad at 6'9". Free throw good. The old-fashioned three-point play by Jihad. 15 now for him, and it equals their biggest lead to ASU. 6 points, 34-28. Minute on the nose to go before halftime. Hoiberg with the ball between the circles, comes left. Now comes right. Not much action away from the ball. Here comes the ball screen. Cale Jacobson sets it. He drives at Hoiberg and finishes. Well, waited for the screen, and it paid off.
Great set by Nebraska to get Sam Hoiberg all the way to the rack. 34-30 Arizona State.
Miller with the ball for ASU. A pull-up jump shot on the way, missed it. Foul by Jacobson, and a three-point free throw situation again.
Jeez, Arizona State 8 for 8 from the foul line. Nebraska 4 out of 5. This is the second time that we now have fouled a three-point shooter. Now the referee talking to a Nebraska fan in the front row.
So Adam Miller to the free throw line. Miller, a 6'3" redshirt senior from Peoria, Illinois. This is the first of 3 free throws.
Finally got Arizona State to miss a free throw. 8 of 9 are the Sun Devils.
Playing without B.J. Freeman. Kicked off the team, who was averaging 14 and 4. Quaintance, really good freshman, 9 and 8, and a shot blocker extraordinaire, 5-star recruit. He's out with a leg injury. Second free throw, by the way, good by Miller. And also Sannon is bolted, left them, got in the portal, and was picked up by St. John's for a couple mil. Third free throw good, made 2 of 3. It's 36-30. Nebraska down 6, half-minute to go. Hoiberg across the line with a pass to Williams. Williams wants a ball screen. Not going to get one, apparently. Backs his way in against Best. 20 seconds to go before halftime. 12 on the shot clock. 1-4 set. Here comes the ball screen. He rejects it, comes left. As Best stays right with him behind the back dribble, between the legs dribble. Pull-up jump shot from 3 on the way, no good. Rebound into the hands of Miller down the floor. It's Trevor Best. Layup up good with 3 seconds to go, and that's an 8-point lead. We're going to hear the horn, and the Huskers are in trouble here, down by 8 at halftime. 38-30, Nebraska trailing Arizona State. Our halftime show coming up on the Huskers Radio Network.
To be a part of Nebraska medicine
Hi, welcome.
is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors that open doors.
How are you?
To growth and opportunity for each other and for our community.
That went really well.
For those who know that the academic experience,
You know what? I agree.
the life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere else. And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Join us at nebraskamed.com/careers. Nebraska Medicine. Together, extraordinary.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Halftime here in Las Vegas from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Arizona State leads Nebraska 38-30 at the break. And now time for your Cornerstone Bank halftime stats. Arizona State shooting 46% from the floor. They're 12 of 26 and 4 for 9 from downtown for 44% and 10 of 11 from the foul line. 7 turnovers for the Sun Devils, in which Nebraska had 6 points off those turnovers and just 2 second chance points in the first half for Arizona State. But Jihad had a great first half, 15 points, averaging 12.5 per game coming into this contest. He had 15 to lead all scorers, and he was 8 for 8 from the foul line. And Adam Miller has 9, and Alston Mason has 8 for the Sun Devils. Nebraska shooting 37% from the floor, 11 of 30. And 4 for 13 from beyond the arc for 31%, 4 for 5 from the foul line. 8 turnovers for Nebraska, which led to 5 points for Arizona State. Bryce Williams had 13 in the first half. He was 4 for 9 and 3 for 6 from beyond the arc. Juwan Gary had 6, Berkay 5, Hoiberg 4, and Andrew Morgan had 2 points to round out the scoring for Nebraska. Cornerstone Bank is committed to providing you game-changing solutions for your financial needs. Bank on a solid foundation. Cornerstone Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And we'll have more in the halftime show after the break. This is Big Red Basketball.
Just like the Huskers dominate the hardwood, J-Tech Construction is here to dominate your home improvement game. Whether it's roofing, siding, or solar, our team plays with the same passion as your Nebraska men's and women's basketball teams, bringing Husker pride to every project. From energy-saving solar to game-winning windows, J-Tech has the tools to make your home a Husker-worthy powerhouse. Proudly serving all of Husker Nation because, just like Big Red, we know how to bring home the W. J-Tech Construction, your home, our game. Call for a free estimate. Terms and conditions apply.
Nebraska Lottery.
Hi, I heard Cash Blast is back.
Yes, sir. Until April 1st, buy a 2x2 ticket and enter the voucher number online for a chance to win one of 7 weekly drawings for $5,000 or $500. And if your voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled.
You guys are great.
Thanks, but we think our players are greater.
No, you're greater.
No, you're greater.
Well, if you insist.
2x2 top prize odds, 1 in 105,000.
The signs are everywhere. It's time for Truck Month at your Midwest Ford dealers. Get up to $7,500 cash on F-150 and save on Ford Super Duty. Both part of F-Series, America's best-selling truck lineup for 48 years. Hurry in, folks. These trucks are running. Drive a new Ford F-150 with up to $7,500 cash or 1.9 financing plus $4,750 cash. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers. Driven by value.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Halftime here at the Crown. Nebraska trailing Arizona State at the break 38-30. And tonight's three-point halftime tally is brought to you by Central Valley Ag, where every Husker three-pointer helps feed the hungry planet. Here at home at the half, the Huskers made 4 shots from beyond the arc with each made basket. CVA is proud to help local school backpack programs by donating to Food Bank for the Heartland. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of the Huskers. And Arizona State finished that half 5 of 7 from the field to get their biggest lead of the game, 8. They led by 6 twice in the first half and able to build a halftime lead to 8 points. Hey, Husker fans, 1 of every 3 fatal crashes in Nebraska involves an alcohol-impaired driver. If you drink, don't drive. Impaired driving is deceptively dangerous. From the NDOT Highway Safety Office. Let's take a break. We'll be back. It's halftime. Nebraska trailing 38-30 here in Las Vegas. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. online too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Nebraskans are choosing chiropractic for better health. Why chiropractic? Because it's safe, drug-free, and a cost-effective treatment option for back and joint pain. Plus, all generations can benefit from natural chiropractic care. Choose chiropractic first for pain relief or to improve your mobility, athletic performance, or overall wellness. Make chiropractic your first choice for better health and find a chiropractic physician near you at nebraskachiropractic.org. Get your life back with chiropractic.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Inside the Acres Broadcast Center in Lincoln, I'm Josh Hill. Come in with the Nebraska Lottery scoreboard update. At the half, Arizona State leads Nebraska 38-30 in the first round of the Crown. Taking a look at some other first round action in Las Vegas from earlier today, Butler held off Utah 86-84. The Bulldogs hit a go-ahead bucket with 3 seconds left on the clock. And it was Boise State blowing out George Washington 89-59. Butler and Boise will square off on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And coming up at 10 o'clock tonight in Las Vegas, Washington State will face Georgetown. The winner of that game will take on the winner of Arizona State and Nebraska on Wednesday. Tomorrow, on the other side of the bracket, DePaul will play Cincinnati. Oregon State will face UCF. Villanova will take on Colorado, and USC will square off with Tulane. NCAA women's basketball action today, the Elite Eight finishing up today. And earlier tonight, Texas took care of TCU 58-47. And USC leads UConn 11-8, 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter there. South Carolina and UCLA already advanced to the Final Four yesterday. Huskers softball was in action against Purdue this afternoon, and the Huskers fell to the Boilermakers 6-2, but NU still took the series 2-1. Finally, some NBA scores. The Pacers edged the Kings 111-109. The Clippers defeated the Magic 96-87 earlier today. The Celtics lead the Grizzlies 108-95, 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Thunder are up 88-52 on the Bulls, 8 minutes left in the third. And the Mavericks hold a 52-48 edge over the Nets, 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Coming up at 9 o'clock tonight, the Lakers are hosting the Rockets. Everybody's favorite cash blast from the Nebraska Lottery is back until April 1st. Buy a 2x2 ticket and enter the voucher number online to win a $5,000 or $500 weekly prize. 2x2 top prize odds 1 in 105,000. It's halftime in Las Vegas, and Arizona State leads Nebraska 38-30. We'll have the start of the second half right after this. You're listening to Big Red Basketball.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give
John Henry's
a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air,
and Electrical.
Huskers fans, let's call a timeout on the court and in life. When the game gets tough, Nebraska stands together as a family, as a team. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there. Call, text, or chat 988. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. You're part of the Husker family, and every member is valued on and off the court. Remember, in times of need, call a timeout. Call, text, or chat 988. Presented by Nebraska DHHS.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion, all in, all the time. And now you can show your Husker pride everywhere you go with the Husker Visa debit card, free with FNBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for the Big Red every time you pay. The Husker Visa debit card, only at FNBO, the Bank of Husker Nation. Bring it. Get yours today at fnbo.com/Huskers. Member FDIC.
At the College Basketball Crown here in Las Vegas, the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Nebraska trails Arizona State 38-30 at the break. And some sloppy turnovers that first half. 8 for Nebraska. Just looked a little rusty after our last game being on March 9th at home against Iowa. So had to shake off some rust that first half, but did not play our best and up to our potential at all. So we're going to have to play a really good 20 minutes to come back in this game and to extend our stay here in Las Vegas. But Arizona State had the lead at 6 twice and had their biggest lead at halftime.
Sorry,
and I'm
Jake.
rejoined by my partner, Kent Pavelka, who is talking to the one and only T. Buchanan
and Tony
Samuel, who's in Las Vegas here. So good to catch up with them, I'm sure.
I apologize. I just saw those two guys, and I didn't recognize Tony.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was old home week there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I get it. All
Talking
good.
about Steve Spurrier and January 2nd, 1996, where Huskers finished. That was the greatest team in the history of college football, as far as I'm concerned. I got to call a national championship football broadcast.
How about that?
2 straight. Still miss being in the booth, but I got the best years ever.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, sorry, I
all good.
I bailed on you.
No,
here.
you're good. Just was talking how obviously 20 minutes here to come back and battle back and try to extend this season, extend this stay in Las Vegas. And we talked about Arizona State in pregame, KP. They have talent. I know they're missing a lot of their pieces, some via the transfer portal, some via injury, some via just telling to leave the team. But they have some pieces and size and some length that bothered us at the rim. Phillips especially, even Jihad, challenged some shots at the rim. We missed 3, 4, 5 easy ones inside, a couple by Juwan and Andrew Morgan that we need to make, especially if we're trying to claw back in this game.
Yep, and on the other end, you give up 5 points on 2 situations where they got 3 free throws on, you know, being fouled and shooting threes. I mean, those are fouls that shouldn't even happen.
Correct.
So that's
silly fouls.
5 of the 8 points differential here going into the second half. But I think 8 points is not good to be behind by 8 points, but certainly something Nebraska can overcome because they didn't play really well. And you put together a good 20 minutes, you can still win this thing.
Yeah, and if we can get inside and try to get some more fouls on Arizona State's defenders, especially Jihad and Phillips. Those guys are the ones that have some length and can challenge us at the rim. And Mason also has 2 personal fouls, so we can try to drive at him as well. He's their guy that really makes things happen and the engine for their offense on that side of the floor for the Sun Devils. But Juwan, the only one on Nebraska's side that has 2 fouls. Excuse me. Yeah, Juwan's the only one with 2 fouls on Nebraska.
All right, here we go. And hopefully this is not the last 20 minutes of the season because the opportunity is here for the taking to play 3 more. If you can pick off this one, you got it's a 4-game event, really, for any team in this 16-team field. Well, actually 14 now. 2 teams eliminated earlier today, but You can put together 4 in a row, you win the championship here. And gosh, you finish with 21 wins if you're Nebraska, if you can win this thing. So got to win this one first.
Got to win this one. Nebraska had 6 offensive rebounds that first half as well. So did a good job battling the boards. But it was the shooting and the free throws by Arizona State. 4 for 9 from 3 and 10 of 11 from the foul line. It took 6 more free throw attempts than did Nebraska. It'll be Arizona State basketball to start the second half. We need to get some energy. I know this is a cavernous arena here at the MGM Grand, but not a lot of energy inside this stadium. And Nebraska's going to have to make their own energy. I'm sure they had a stern conversation in the locker room.
Yeah, stern conversation would be one way to characterize it. Yeah, I'm sure it was. ASU's ball to start the second half, up by 8. Wing right side, Phillips. Mason, right side, long 3. Miller, no good. Offensive board, though. Phillips threw it away into the hands of Hoiberg. They got the offensive board, but then promptly turned it over. Hoiberg jump pass, Buchengel 3 ball, no good. Offensive board, pump fake inside, and a finish inside, and 1 for Morgan. Boy, that was a big offensive rebound and put back by Andrew.
It really was. That was just all hustle and 1-2 desire by Andrew Morgan. I'm not sure how he got that to fall. A ton of contact.
That was a weight room finish right there.
It really was.
He is a strong young man.
And that foul went against Phillips, Ken. That's his 3rd foul. So a big one goes against Arizona State.
Morgan at the foul line. He's not been good there, and he misses. And the rebound by Phillips with those 3 fouls. And he's going to have to stay in the game because they got no depth. It is ASU's ball up by 6. First 2 of the second half belongs to Nebraska. And here's a foul on Buchengel. Reach in as he tries to defend out on the perimeter against Jihad.
That's 2 on Bearcase. So you have 2 on Bearcase, 2 on Juwan. And they're talking trash is Bearcase and Jihad.
Jihad inbounds it with a pass. Here's the timeline to Mason. Alston Mason back to Jihad. BK on him. Up top left, top of the circle. Too good a look. Mason drills it. Where did he come from there? Behind a screen from down low.
Thought we were going to switch. There was no communication that backside, so Sam ended up on him and got stuck to the screen.
And with that 3 ball up by 9, their biggest lead of the game, 41-32. Buchengel for Nebraska to Hoiberg, 3 ball, airballed it. And saved on a flip in. Jihad over to Ali across the timeline for ASU. 9-point lead, Sun Devils. Mason in the corner to Phillips, double teamed. Weak side bounce pass. The drive by Miller hangs in there, scores an 11-point lead.
A near turnover between Morgan and Bearcase. And Arizona State is doing whatever they want to offensively.
This is not good right now. 43-32, 11-point deficit for Nebraska. Opening 2 minutes, second half here in Las Vegas. Here is Williams, dishes inside, another big dunk, a Nigo's dunk there by Morgan. He's got Nebraska's last 4.
Good patient move by Bryce. Got into the paint, got the defenders, get all the attention on Bryce, and found Morgan wide open for the
9-point difference now after the dunk by Morgan. And here is Mason with the ball, left to right in the midcourt, chasing him. Morgan, the lob inside, errant into the hands of Hoiberg. 2-on-2, no numbers here. Hoiberg on the right side, up top, Buchengel. Comes left, flips it to Gary. Gary, a little hezzy in the drive, and it's tipped out of bounds. No foul called.
Juwan wanted the foul, talking to the referee. 17 on the shot clock. It'll be Nebraska ball. Baseline out of bounds from the left side.
Hoiberg to throw it in. Hoiberg into Buchengel in front of the Husker bench. Bounces over to Williams. At the foul line, Morgan back to Williams. Squares, shoots the 3. Got it. Nothing but net for Williams. Huge 3. Humongous 3. 16 for Bryso now. And the Huskers cut the lead to 6.
And the 5th Central Valley Ag 3 for Nebraska. A big one by Bryce. And Arizona State went zone for the first time in this game, and no one picked up Bryce Williams.
Miller between the circles to Phillips. Wearing the pink shoes tonight. Mason comes right. They hedge that. Double team momentarily to Miller. Back left side. It comes to Ali down inside. Phillips, the big man, doubled. And to Jihad, and he scores it. That's what you get on a double team if you don't get help off that from the weak side. Help the helper. And there's a miss by Williams on the other end after the 2-point make. And Arizona State comes the other way. The miss inside, and Williams winds up with the ball. It's 45-37. 8-point lead. With it is Morgan. Right wing. The empty side there, one-on-one in the paint. Puts it up on Phillips. Couldn't score it. And the save into the hands of ASU, though, by Gary. Long three on the way, Miller, no good. Rebound, Hoiberg, up and down we go. Hoiberg, chest pass down low, and a dunk. Another Amigos dunk with a right-hander tomahawk by Gary, and the Huskers have closed to within 6.
There's been zero stoppage the last few minutes. Both teams are gassed. It's been a forensic pace here in Las Vegas.
4 minutes into the second half, 45-39 ASU. Jihad with the ball, given room by BK. Top of the circle, Phillips. Playing with 3 personal fouls. And now it is Mason and the drive against Gary. He banks it up too hard. Good box out and a foul on the floor. And it's going to be on Phillips, I think, Jake.
No, I think it's going to be on...
Is it not?
Jawan Gary. That's going to be his 3rd foul. So instead, that foul goes against Nebraska, and a big one against Jawan Gary. Hey, seatbelt use saves lives and prevents injuries. Nearly 15,000 lives saved per year. Buckle up. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office. Nebraska down 6, 45-39, 15:46 to play in this game. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
If you've been looking for a reason to fill up your car with unleaded 88, how about this? Unleaded 88
can help you save big at the pump
and save the planet by cutting greenhouse gas emissions.
Any car 2001 or newer is approved to use unleaded 88. Speaking of good, it's made from corn, which is great for farmers.
As I was saying, if you need a reason to choose unleaded 88, there you have them. Unleaded 88, engine smart, earth kind. Visit chooseunleaded88.com to learn more.
Redefine your luxury shopping experience when you purchase your next vehicle at Genesis of Southwest Omaha. Lease the 2025 Genesis GV70 2.5 Turbo All-Wheel Drive for just $469 per month. Visit our showroom in Village Point or online at southwestomahagenesis.com today. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year with approved credit. Tax title license extra with qualifying conquest. $4,999 down plus first payment and $299 doc fee due at signing. Offer expires March 31st, 2025. See dealer for details.
Let's see what happens here.
Husker basketball is brought to you by Choices Treatment Center. If you or someone you know is struggling with problem gambling, free treatment is available in Nebraska. Call Choices 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300 for more information. Offices in Lincoln and Columbus. Nebraska trailing by 6, 45-39, 15:46 to play. Trying to extend our stay here in wonderful Las Vegas, KP.
Huskers outscoring ASU 7-2 after Arizona State took its biggest lead of 11. A little bit of a run here.
Well, Jawan Gary picked up his 3rd foul. No, excuse me, they changed the foul. It went against Bearcase, so that's going to be Bearcase 3rd. So Bearcase is going to take a seat. And Mia's going to check back in the game, and he did not have a good first half at all. 2 turnovers for Braxton Mia. He's got to play much better this second half to try to provide a spark for Nebraska to get a win here in Las Vegas.
Well, Morgan doesn't have a foul, so you could go with him as your 5 here, with Buchengel sitting with 3. Gary would move to 4. Williams to 3, and then you've got Sam and Kale on the floor as well. The free throw is up and good by Phillips. Good player and lots of size, lots of length, as Coach said on the pregame show.
Yep. He's just a 58% free throw shooter, and he drained that one.
He had hit 31 of 53 coming in.
Made the second one as well.
Yep.
And the Sun Devils are 12 for 13 from the foul line. Nebraska is just 4 for 6. They have us doubled up at the charity stripe. Gil Jacobson checking in the game for the first time in the second half.
Back out on top by 8 at 47-39. Under 16 minutes to go. A little full court pressure here as Jacobson brings it across the line with a pass to Gary. Back to Kale. Now to Hoiberg. Those are your ball handlers, Jacobson and Hoiberg right now. Sam playing point. Catching the pass, coming to it is Williams. He's working on Jihad. Here's a ball screen. Mia for Williams. On the weak side, 3-ball, air ball by Gary. Terrible shot there. The other way comes ASU, and they score it. Just like that, up by 10 again. So a bad miss results in a breakout and a...
Looked like it got tipped, his three-point attempt. Jawan Gary airballs right to Arizona State. They pushed the tempo. Nebraska not getting back in defensive transition. And Ali had an easy one.
Amir Ali with the 2 points. So you're going to say you thought that shot was blocked?
Well, it looked like it, but here's what they're doing.
I think they got looking at Mia to see if Mia above the head. Who was it? He hit Jihad?
It looked like it was Jihad, but it airballed and was short. But that keyed the break for the Sun Devils. Every time we make a run, Arizona State has had the answers in this second half. We just kind of look out of sorts, don't we? Though.
Well, as you said during one of the breaks, no flow to it.
No flow at all. There's been no rhythm, no flow.
Continuity.
And we haven't been able to, to get in any rhythm at all offensively. And that's going to start more on the defensive end and turn some defense into offense. We haven't been able to get defensive boards consistently to push the tempo, but 49 points for Arizona State, a team on the season.
Averaging 74.
Averaging 74. That's just too many. And it starts there. At 15-13 left in this game. Could be 15 minutes left in our season. We don't turn things around quickly. But right now, it's not going Nebraska's way at all.
They did score 100 points or more on in 2 games this year, one of which was against Arizona.
Yep. They haven't looking at if it's a flagrant one on Braxton Mia. They're trying to. We got a fan coming asking us what we are seeing. I've never had that before in my life.
There's
no foul on the play.
we're on the air here working, and somebody just came over and asked us.
Great. That was our guy that likes the Chicken Nick show. I love it.
Was that a flagrant one? He said, or we could do a broadcast just for him to answer his questions. Better that way. Hoiberg with the ball to Mia, hands it off to Williams, back to Hoiberg. Couple of dribbles, flips now to Gary. Gary uses up his dribble over to Williams on the right side. Back on the left side to Gary. Shoots a long 3. This one's short. Rebound run down by Ali for Arizona State. 10-point lead in the 49-39, 14-40 to go.
Just got stuck passing the ball around the perimeter. No cutters, no screens at all, and Juwan had to take a tough one.
Mason drives, cut off baseline. Help defense comes. Throws it away into the hands of Kale. Down the floor, Gary will dunk this one with the right hand. Another Samigo's dunk brings Nebraska back to within 8.
Turning some defense into offense. Good rotation, that backside by Kale. A trap along the baseline on Mason. He turned it over.
49-41, Nebraska down by 8 points. Needing a stop here, needing to get on a little run. It is Mason with the basketball. Left side, pump fake. Jihad, long 3, no good. Rebound, Kale Jacobson. Couple of good plays in a row by Kale on that end. Here comes Gary. A Euro step finish with a left hand. And the Huskers have cut it to 6 at 49-43. Timeout on the floor.
Back to back by Jawan. And the Husker faithful that are in attendance on their feet here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
Timeout on the floor. And we'll take one, too. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
I got to see my brother get married.
I would have missed my dad's birthday.
Because I wore my seatbelt, I had the privilege of being part of his special day.
I got to go home and see my family again.
Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I would have never had the chance to see my daughter become a doctor.
I was able to go to my brother's graduation.
I wouldn't have adopted my first pet.
And then it clicked. My seatbelt saved my life. Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion, all in, all the time. And now you can show your Husker pride everywhere you go with the Husker Visa debit card, free with FNBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for the Big Red every time you pay. The Husker Visa debit card, only at FNBO, the Bank of Husker Nation. Bring it. Get yours today at fnbo.com/Huskers. Member FDIC.
To be a part of Nebraska medicine
Hi, welcome.
is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors that open doors
How are you?
to growth and opportunity for each other and for our community.
That went really well.
For those who know that the academic experience,
You know what? I agree.
the life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere else. And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Join us at nebraskamed.com/careers. Nebraska Medicine. Together, extraordinary.
With gift cards. Yeah.
Time out on the floor, and if you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there for you. You can call, text, or chat at 988. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. That's call, text, or chat 988.
Jake, they're dropping parachutes from the ceiling here. I'm not sure what they're attached to, but they're falling in spots or there's no one even sitting. It's kind of funny to watch you're reading.
Are you afraid?
Am I afraid?
I thought you were afraid of the parachutes.
No, I'm sitting here watching. I just thought it was pretty funny. But Nebraska trying to battle back. A 4-0 run all by Juwan Gary. 2 dunks by Juwan. And Nebraska down 6, 49, 43, 13, 55 to play here at the College Basketball Crown in Las Vegas.
Williams 5 for 11 from the floor. Gary 6 for 12. Williams 16 points. Gary 12 points. Big story for ASU is Phillips in trouble with 3 fouls. Their big man in the middle.
He's back in the game.
So is Mia for Nebraska.
And Mia checked back in. And so has Connor Acejo. Need to get Connor going.
Yes.
Connor was 0 for that first half, 0 for 2 from downtown. Did have 2 rebounds, but need him to come to life.
A couple of nice plays on the defensive end in succession for Cale. Got a steal.
He's one of those guys, where when we had Thor back in the day, he's always in the right spot. And that's what Cale does, and it made some really good plays defensively in the second half.
Well, he's a good player, and he is one of those examples of you can't really show that unless you're on the floor. And he just hasn't had that many opportunities in his career yet. Here's Mason with the ball. Cale chases him down inside and a dunk on a back cut, and that's Phillips emphatically with a jam.
Just the rotation. We got stuck with the ball handler, and Phillips, the big fella, throws it down for Arizona State.
Williams with the ball on his right hip, has a screen by Mia, rejects it, pick and pop, return pass to Mia, flips it to Cale, coming to it, left to right, looking left, jab step, medium pivot, left lane extended, Mia out to Gary. Gary, a little hezzy, the drive inside's got the big Phillips on him, no shot for him, needs help, puts it up under pressure, airballed it. And the shot clock violation. Nobody came to the ball.
No one could get open. You could tell Juwan is frustrated. And Bryce not able to spring free on that backside. Turnover Nebraska down 8, 51-43, just over 13 to play.
They had it down to 6, gave up a bucket, and then came up empty on that air ball. And shot clock violation. Big defensive possession here for Nebraska. Where the basketball is Best. Trevor Best bounces it left side and a pick off. Gary in the passing lane takes it away. You had the intended target, but Gary with the takeaway. And here's Williams with a crossover in the take inside and the finish with the right hand. A little push off with the offhand. Got away with it.
I thought it was going to be a foul, but able to get all the way to the rim. Down 6, 45-51.
18 for Williams. 12:20 to go in the basketball game. Miller's got the ball top of the circle to Mason. Comes to the right side, switch defensively. Now they switch back. Pump fake up top. Long three on the way is short. Rebound into the hands of Gary out near the timeline on the Crown logo. Drives the ball. Contact and a block called. That would be one of those classic ones they would have called a charge.
I know. I thought it was too. That's going to be the second foul now on Arizona State. Goes against Best, his first foul.
So the Huskers down 51-45, 6 points, 12:06 to go. Huskers ball to inbound. Williams to throw it in. Up top of the circle to Sejan. As you said, he needs to get going, Connor. Now to Mia with the ball. Flips it back to Williams. Shoots it. Missed it. And the rebound inside a push-off against Jihad. He knocked Mia down.
That was Phillips. Phillips, that's going to be his fourth foul. He just completely clocked Big Braxton Mia. And they're going to review it as well.
You know, as big as Braxton is, it's just really odd how many times he's been down on the floor this year, you know. And that was a big hit. We'll call that our hit of the game. You need to see a chiropractor, as Braxton Mia may well need to do after that one, that hit. All you have to do is visit NebraskaChiropractic.org, or Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association hit of the game on the Huskers Radio Network.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
Is your office technology holding your business back? At Hamilton, we're more than just an IT provider. We're your partner focused on building integrated technology solutions tailored to your business needs, both today and for the future. We know that every business is unique, and that's why we provide the services and support you need and nothing you don't. We believe that together, you can continue to serve and support your customers while knowing that your technology is taken care of. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network.
Alumni Hall is your ultimate Huskers shopping experience with the largest and best selection of apparel, bulk gear, and tailgate accessories. Shop their 2 Lincoln locations or alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, where Huskers shop. And they reviewed this. They're still reviewing it. From what I can tell, the foul on big Sean Phillips Jr. on the foul against Braxton Mia. That's the third foul against Arizona State. And they're still looking at it over there.
Well, one guy is anyway.
Let's make the decision here, kids.
Yeah, you got the 3 officials are all spread out now. No, I mean, there's no confab going on.
Is it going to be a flagrant?
I don't
Braxton
know.
looks like he's acting like he's going to go to the foul line.
Braxton Mia, it's not his specialty, free throws, although he did it midway through the season. Hit a bunch of them unexpectedly. The crowd, remember that we had a run of games there where he like 8 out of 7 or 7 out of 8 or something like that. 8 out of 7, 7 out of 8.
There was a flagrant one on Sean Phillips Jr.
So Mia, who has hit 13 of 29, 45% from the foul line this year, with Huskers down 6, 51-45. Taking his time, fires, got it. Nothing but net for Braxton. First point of the game.
How about that?
5-point contest, 51-46. A tick under 12 minutes to go in this one. And the second foul shot This one's not good. He goes 1 for 2. But it's Nebraska's ball after the flagrant one and the 2 free throws. Down 5, Jake.
And that was the 4th foul on Phillips, a big one. So now in the game for Nebraska, Berke, Asijan, Jacobson, Williams, and Juwan.
So do you go deep into the paint with the absence of Phillips?
I think you should.
Jacobson inbounds to Berke. On the left sideline in front of the Husker bench. Down on the block on the left side and a back cut to, oh my goodness, great pass by Kale over to Gary, and Gary fumbled it.
Juwan just couldn't handle it. It was a good pass right there on the money. Juwan just took his eye off it. And instead of 2 points, it was a turnover. That we cut the lead to 3 with a bucket right there by Juwan, but a turnover instead.
Down 51-46 with the ball is Miller between the circles, being chased by Kale. Left side to Mason. Now to Jihad, guarded by Berke, drives him, double pumps, puts it up, short-armed it. 2 free throws coming up for Jihad, and that's the 4th foul on BK.
It's a big foul. And Connor Asijan coming over to help. But the shot fake by Jihad, he's been doing that all game long. He's been to the foul line 8 times. He's 8 for 8. And going to get his 9th and 10th attempts here.
Keep biting on it. Jihad from the foul line. Missed it, short-armed it.
Finally missed one, though.
Bashir Jihad. Number 1 on their team from the foul line in terms of attempts. Had shot 180 of them coming into this game. Second one's good, goes 1 for 2. Jihad now has 16, and it's a 52-46, 6.2 possession lead for Arizona State. This is Hoiberg with the ball being met at the timeline by Mason. Alston Mason. Hoiberg comes left. Has a little brush screen set by Kale. Still on the dribble. Working against. Down against it inside now. And we got a foul. And it was Gary driving the ball being bumped along the baseline by Miller.
I think that was on Jihad. Yeah. That's his 2nd foul. 4th on Arizona State. We have to keep attacking. If we get to the foul line with the right guys, get the clock stopped, keep just clawing back in this game. Nebraska down 6, 52-46.
Hoiberg into Gary. In the left corner with the ball against Jihad down inside. Kale, layup good. Kale slipping from the foul line down deep inside the restricted circle. Gets his first points of the game. His 10th and 11th points of the year. And the Huskers have cut it to 4.
That was the same set that we ran last time with Kale passing to Juwan. It was the reverse this time. Great finish by Kale.
52-48. The drive on the right side with Mason up top. It comes now to Miller. Miller being guarded by Asijan. Miller whips the ball deep left corner. An extra pass. Pull up Jay on the way. It's good. Knocking it down was Trevor Best.
Just had Nebraska's defense in helter-skelter scramble mode.
Here's a drive. Kale, deep right corner. Asijan, 3. Got it. 3 ball. Bang. A ring for Connor Asijan. And the Huskers are back to within 3 at 54-51.
That was all set up by Kale's dribble drive. A great drive and kick by Kale Jacobson.
71st 3 of the year. Here's a layup attempt. It's no good. Rebound Nebraska. Huskers down 3. Asijan drives the ball to the rack. Lays it up. 1-point game. 5-point run by Asijan. Nebraska down 1, 54-53 with 10 minutes to go.
That was defense into offense, getting that defensive board and pushing in transition. Great finish by Connor.
Huskers down 1. Biggest deficit in this game was 11. Just a minute and a half into the second half. Here's Jihad. Flips it up top left to Best. The pump fake guarded by Gary. Right side. Now it's Ali. Baseline right. Can't score it. Rebound into the lap of Hoiberg. Nebraska with the ball. Pass at the timeline, picked off. Mason the other way, scores it. And an and one. My goodness, the Huskers had the ball down 1. Looked like they had a breakaway opportunity. And out of nowhere comes Mason. And look at that. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point lead in there at the line.
That was Sam just telegraphing to Bryce Williams. And Mason sitting on it. And he had Connor on the right side. Just advanced to make the easy play. So you turn it over and add a little insult to injury with the and one.
Mason with 13, right at his per-game average. Free throw up, got it. 57-53. Huskers had closed to within 1 at 54-53. And now down by 4 points. And here is Cale Jacobson. Left sideline over to Gary. Gary drives the ball, lost his defender, lays it up and in. Drove right past him.
Great finish by Juwan. Nebraska's made 4 straight field goal attempts, and it's been just trying to get to the rim and attack the paint.
57-55, Nebraska down a deuce. With the ball is Mason on the right side in front of the ASU bench. Drives the ball. Euro step, shot blocked, but a foul called on Hoiberg.
Late whistle.
Yeah, it was.
Extremely late whistle. So that's the 3rd foul now on Sam. You have 3 fouls on Sam, 4 on Barricade, 2 on Gary, 2 on Cale.
And Mason, an 85% foul shooter, and he shot a bunch of them this year at the foul line again. 2 more. First one good. 15 points for him. Making 58-55, 3-point lead to ASU. 11 minutes into the second half. Husker basketball game number 32, 17-14. The Huskers in the regular season coming into this tournament here in Las Vegas. Second free throw up, not good. Rebound into the hands of Williams. Huskers down 3 with the ball. Cale Jacobson will walk it into the front court. Picked up there by Miller. Comes left, flips to Gary. Gary drives it, has it swatted away. Williams winds up with it to Siege and puts it up. Got it! Big! Big ring! It's 58 apiece.
That was a near turnover by Juwan and Bryce, but somehow finds Connor in the right corner for the 7th CBA 3 of the evening.
58 apiece. ASU's ball. Down inside, bad pass, pick off. Now we got a whistle and a foul on Nebraska.
It's going to be the 16th foul now on Nebraska. So Arizona State will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Foul on Cale Jacobson.
His 3rd. So 3 on Cale, 3 on Sam.
And the foul on the floor, no free throws. Reset the shot clock to 20. Tied at 58. They get it in bounds. With it is Jihad, cornered on a double team, lost the handle, and a foul called on Nebraska. Either it's Egan or Cale, one of the two.
It did. Called it.
That's the same guy that was out of position, made the call before that.
And he's getting ready to try to tee someone up, too. You can tell he's wanting to be the ref show here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, he's a short guy, see?
That's trash.
Yeah, he's a little Napoleon type. Strutting around. And he's having it, John over there with Coach Hoiberg. And Jihad at the free throw line to try to break the tie. Free throw up, and it is good. 59-58 ASU.
And Arizona State, 16 of 19 from the foul line. Nebraska just 5 for 8. How about that for lopsided?
Jihad now with 19 points. Looking for his 20th from the free throw line. Scores it. Nope, in and out. And a rebound by Nebraska. Down by 1, 59-58. Last lead for the Huskers was at 26-24. With 4:20 to go in the first half, here's Williams with a basketball. A basket will give Nebraska the lead. Whether it's a Sejan out near the timeline to Jacobson. He's hit and fouled.
Thank you. Get him off. Both Miller and Best just hand checking all over the place. That's the 5th foul now on Arizona State.
So they've got 1 to give before Nebraska's in the bonus. The Huskers have committed 7. Hoiberg to throw it in. They reset the shot clock to 20. Again, a basket gives Nebraska the lead for the first time since late in the first half. They inbound it. And it's tipped as it gets inbounded to Ali. Ali last touched it.
So 19 on the shot clock, 8:09 on the game clock. Nebraska down 1, 59-58.
Hoiberg to throw it in the deep right corner. Up top in the midcourt to Gary. Left side to Williams. Gary sets a screen for Williams as instructed. Pulls up, shoots it, in and out. And the defensive rebound off the miss to Ali of ASU. That would have put Nebraska up a deuce, but the 3 wouldn't go. Now here's Jihad with the ball, driving it, missing it. The rebound into the hands of Cale Jacobson up the floor to Williams. Williams down the middle, lobs the ball out of bounds. I don't know for whom that was intended, but it was 3 stories too tall for a Sejan.
Why are we throwing a lob to Connor Sejan? I love Connor, but I'm sorry, you're not going to get that lob.
Timeout on the floor. 7:45 to go here in Vegas. 59-58 ASU on the Huskers Radio Network.
You can't keep an all-star classic bottled up. Dorothy Lynch has been MVP on the Nebraska bench for over 60 years, and she's just getting started. This old pro makes plays on and off the court. She can dribble around salads and veggies, dazzle with dips and casseroles, and is a slam dunk with chicken wings, pizza, and tacos. She can bring the game when it's down to the wire and can serve up the perfect assist in the kitchen, whether it's snack time, dinner time, or overtime. You and Dorothy Lynch make a winning team.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Travis Hawk in Scottsbluff, Jim Mowinkle in Gretna, or Shane Bernhardt in Norfolk.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
You know, friends, Husker Nation travels well with the Lincoln Airport, the official airport of Husker Athletics. With convenient flights and hassle-free service, it's LNK for the win. Visit LincolnAirport.com. I'll tell you, every so often in a game, we've made this point before, but in a situation like this one where ASU is so shorthanded, these long timeouts or media timeouts are so beneficial for a team like ASU.
They really are. And Nebraska has gotten the momentum back in their favor. Just a couple of silly turnovers, one by Sam Hoiberg, one by Bryce Williams. Bryce trying to throw a lob to Connor Esijan. I don't know what Connor's even doing, cutting them. Just stand out there in that corner and knock down another three. But we have some momentum back. We had Arizona State, their biggest lead was 11.
Right.
And so we've battled back. We had it tied. It'll be Arizona State basketball after the Bryce Williams turnover. And this five that has been playing for Nebraska has been solid. It's been Bryce, Cale, Juwan, Connor, and Sam Hoiberg. And the player you have to worry about with this lineup is Jihad, and he has 19 points in this game. He's 6'9", and the next tallest player is Bryce or Cale at 6'7". We have a little magic in us here in Vegas, Kent.
What's that?
We have a little magic left in us here.
Well, how about luck?
How about a little luck,
need luck
in Vegas,
right?
How about some magic in Vegas?
Magic and luck.
How about a little miracle in Vegas? How about that?
How about not leaving Las Vegas?
How about not fear and loathing in Las Vegas?
All right, Jihad, we'll throw it in. And you make a good point about his size with nobody on the floor really capable of playing with him down on the block, with the exception perhaps of Gary. And this is Mason with the ball coming to the right side. Backs up, reverses left side. Miller, jab step on Hoiberg. Pull up Jay, three ball no. Rebound into the hands of Gary. That was a bad miss right there. Huskers down one. They've not led since 4:25 left to go in the first half. Again, with a chance to take the lead with a basket here. With it is Jacobson, who's played well. Jacobson, couple of dribbles, gives to Esijan, who popped out to catch it. Now to Williams, and Gary calls for it. Faces up against Jihad. Gives it back to Esijan. Floater, baseline right. Got it! Nebraska with the lead for the first time since deep into the first half. It's 60-59, just under 7 minutes to go.
Good two-man game between Connor and Juwan on the right side. And Connor able to drill one from about 15 feet.
Jab step, down inside, pass almost picked off, and ASU tries to save it and cannot. It goes out of bounds. Nebraska's basketball up by one.
The defense by Nebraska. And Phillips going to check back in for Arizona State. He went to the bench with his fourth foul on that flagrant one. I would not be surprised if Nebraska tries to attack him here with Juwan Gary with his fourth foul. And they're saying it right now. Nate Linzer, Fred Hoiberg talking along that sideline.
Hoiberg drives the ball on the inbounds. Can't hit the layup on the rebound by Jihad. Tried to catch him sleeping. Long three on the way. Ali, no good. Rebound by Gary. Nebraska's ball maintains the 1-point lead. Missed by Nebraska, missed by ASU. Here's Essegian with a pump fake in the drive. Floater in the lane, no good. Missed it. And a foul. And that's 5 fouls. Phillips is out. What a huge play that was. Phillips just got back in the game with 4 fouls. Now he is disqualified with his 5th. And Connor Essegian, who we said, 10 minutes ago in real time, needed to step up. Boy, has he ever. All 10 of his points here in the second half.
He has big time in the second half, KP, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2.
84% foul shooter, 43 of 54 on the year, and he missed it. Rolled off the front of the rim and no good.
Nebraska just 5 for 8 from the foul line. 5 for 9 now, where
second one is up. Got this one.
Arizona State 16 for 20.
11 points for Essegian. Nebraska's up a bucket, 61-59, 6:17 to go. Out of the game is Phillips, their big 7-foot center, with his 5th foul. Here's Mason with the ball for ASU. Comes to the right. They switch that. Hoiberg's got him. Now they switch it again. Williams has got him. Now they come left to Miller. Left side now to Best. Pump fake on Essegian. Pull up Jay on the way. Got it. Scored it over Essegian. We got a tie game. Trevor Best with his 5th and 6th points of the game.
I think Best got away with a chicken wing right into the chest of Connor Essegian. But a tough shot made there by Best.
Cale Jacobson with a basketball for the Big Red up top. Right side. Uses up his dribble. Gives it to Williams. Pump fake. Drives. Gives it to Jacobson coming again to the left side. Gives it off. Hands it off to Hoiberg. One arms the pass to Gary. Drives it. And the ball knocked free. Turnover Nebraska. Now Hoiberg strips the ball from Jihad. Essegian drives the ball. Puts it up and in with a finger roll. Huskers up a deuce 63-61.
That's all set up by Sam Hoiberg. Juwan lost the handle, and Arizona State had it, but Sam stole it right back to get the deuce for Connor.
Miller with a basketball, guarded by Jacobson. Top of the circle now to Mason. Mason guarded by Hoiberg. Calling for it, Jihad. Jihad, jump stop, left lane line. Nothing for him. Back out to Mason. 10 on the shot clock. Nebraska by a bucket. Intercepted pass, Cale Jacobson. Poor pass down the floor. It's Gary. He trips. He throws it up. And we got a whistle and a foul, and it's a block, and it'll send Gary to the foul line.
It'll put Juwan at the foul line, shooting bonus shots. The 7th foul against Arizona State. A great steal by Cale Jacobson. That's his 3rd steal in this game. And Juwan going to the foul line, shooting 2 big shots.
Jacobson and Essegian have saved Nebraska's bacon in this comeback here in the second half. Gary at the free throw line. Juwan with 14 points on the night. Foul shot. Got it. 15 for Gary, averaging 14 a game. And the Huskers have a 3-point, 64-61 lead. They've come from 11 down in the opening 2 minutes of the second half to take the lead. And the second free throw is good by Juwan.
2 big free throws by your senior, Juwan Gary. And Nebraska turning defense into offense, getting out in transition to get some easy ones.
65-61, Nebraska by 4. 15-point swing from when Nebraska trailed by 11, up by 4 now. Jihad with the ball against Cale. Puts it up, no good. Rebound off the miss belongs to Essegian. The 2 players of the game in my book, Essegian and Cale Jacobson. And here is Gary with the basketball. Flips it down the design line to Williams. Williams swats away the defender. Best swats him away again, and we got a foul. And it's going to be on the defense, I think. Yeah, it needs to be.
It is.
Trevor Best.
I was going to put Bryce at the foul line, and Bobby Hurley's complaining to the ref. But, I mean, Bryce went and goes, what are you doing? And Bobby's trying to ask for the same foul on his end.
Swatting him away. With the offhand.
Just like what is going on here?
Like a gnat. You'd swat at a gnat in the air, you know.
And Arizona State players are begging for the same call on our end, but we're not hand checking on the perimeter like Best has been doing all game long. That's his 3rd foul. 8th foul on Arizona State.
65-61 Nebraska. Williams with 18 points on the night at the free throw line for the Big Red. Williams 2 for 3 from the line. 6 for 14 from the floor. He's hit 4 threes. Free throw. Got it. So Williams nails it. And you hear more than just a smattering of applause from the Husker fans
the Husker
here.
faithful showing up, showing out here in Las Vegas.
Up by 5, the Huskers. Second one up. God, it's no good this time. Almost had a God, but it's no good. Here's Mason with a basketball, midcourt left, deeper left, best pump fake on a siege and step back. No shot for him, though. 66-61. Nebraska up by 5. 4 minutes to go. With the ball is Miller. Drives it on Cale Jacobson. Lost the handle. Stripped by Gary down the floor. Hoiberg, Gary lays it up. Got it! Huskers up 68-61, up by 7. Under 4 minutes to go in this game. Tremendous comeback in Vegas here on the Huskers Radio Network.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating
and Electrical.
The signs are everywhere. It's time for Truck Month at your Midwest Ford dealers. Get $3,000 cash on Super Duty and save on Ford F-150. Both part of F-Series, America's best-selling truck lineup for 48 years. Hurry in, folks. These trucks are running. Drive a new Ford Super Duty with $3,000 cash or 1.9% financing. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers, driven by value.
This is how I fly.
Hey, hands on the wheel, head in the game. The driver has one job to drive. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office in Nebraska on a 7-0 run over the last minute and a half to get a 68-61 lead here at the College Basketball Crown in Las Vegas.
Stepping up when they needed to, Jake. It didn't look good for a long time, and it's still not over, but boy, you know, ASU's shorthandedness just is killing them.
It really is. They talked a lot about it in pregame, their depth, especially in their front court, and now we're trying to get to the rim with Phillips, their 7-footer, their shot blocker, out of the game with 5 fouls. And Cale Jacobson has been really good. He's played 19 minutes in this game, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 rebounds, and 1 for 1 from the field. And how about Sam Hoiberg? He has 4 steals in this game.
Cale Connor and Sam.
It's all been defense though, getting stops, getting defensive boards, getting steals, and that turning our defense into offense.
Well, and you're getting something, and not from other players. You're not depending so much on Williams,
right?
Right. You're getting contributions, and you need that.
And a Season with 13 big second half points. It'll be Arizona State ball, 3:56 on the game clock. Best throwing it in with Sam Hoiberg picking up Mason in full court.
Biggest lead of the game for the Huskers. They go from their biggest deficit of 11, 2 minutes into the second half, to their biggest lead of 7 with under 4 minutes to go. I don't know if my head's going to be able to withstand four games here with that bass. What is that?
Oh man, it's loud. Now keep your foot on the gas, guys. Don't let up. This group of 5 that's been out here for Nebraska has been really solid, and it's been Hoiberg, Asijan, Williams, Cale Jacobson, and Juwan Gary. And don't let up. Extend this 7-0 run. Keep your foot on the gas.
Have not seen Aaron Eulis here in the second half. Mia has played just a little bit.
A couple minutes this second half.
And Buchtengill has been on the bench with 4 fouls, and that has necessitated these 5 being on the floor.
This is the longest media timeout ever, or what? Got Herbie Husker dancing. Yeah, there's a bar and a lounge set up behind this field goal to our right.
All right, it's Trevor Best to inbound it. Bounces it into Mason. It's Alston Mason. You weren't with us earlier. His father Of course, played at Lincoln Northeast. Here's a drive by Alston and a pickoff by Asijan. Tried to throw it in the corner over there to Miller, and Asijan, Johnny on the spot. Pickoff, turnover at ASU. Williams to Jacobson. Drives the ball. Pivots, kicks it out. Sam Hoiberg, three. Got it. Nothing but net for Sammy, my boy. And it's 71-61 Huskers.
10-0 run by Nebraska. A great 2-foot jump stop by Kale to freeze the defense and find Sam on the right wing.
Central Valley Ag, three for Sam, is 18th of the year. A long three, no good by Miller. Offensive rebound. Jihad and a strip by Nebraska, but a foul called on Asijan, I guess, or Kale, one of the two.
Got it on a Connor. And I think that's going to be his first foul. But thought it was going to be a tie-up. But instead they call a foul, and it's going to put Jihad up at the line shooting bonus shots. That's the 8th foul on Nebraska.
Bashir Jihad. Free throw. On the way, got it. 18 points for him. He'll play professionally somewhere, make some money. Good money.
He's a 76% free throw shooter. He's 11 of 13 on the evening.
9-point lead Huskers. Second one up good by Jihad. 19 for him. You got 19 now?
20? Yeah, he has 20 now.
Huskers ball. They break the press. Long pass across the court from Hoiberg over to Williams, who poses with it. Williams waiting for a screen. Little brush screen set. Pick and pop. And Williams takes his defender in the lane. Puts it up and in. Nice post up by Williams.
Just a strong finish by Bryce Williams going right at Ali, the defender for Arizona State.
Williams in the 20s once again with that basket. He's got 21, 10-point Husker lead. Here's Mason. Jump shot, good. Little 16-footer on the left side. Alston Miller with the basket. The Huskers break the press again. Long pass. Asijan attacks the goal. Double pump. Layup, good. Asijan with 15 in the second half. 75-65 Huskers, 2:15 to go. I'm feeling like we're going to be playing on Wednesday and broadcasting on Wednesday, Jake. Down inside.
Maybe.
With it is Miller. Layup good, though.
We're just trading baskets right now. 2:05 on the game clock, but both teams just going up and down, just trading baskets.
75-67 Nebraska. Minute 55 to go. With it is Kale Jacobson. Drives to the left, backs up, flips off to Hoiberg. Screen, Williams for Hoiberg. Hoiberg takes it to the left side. Another screen, Williams for Hoiberg. Now the pick and pop return pass to Williams. He drives the ball inside, puts it up, drew the foul. Free throws coming up for Williams. Fouled by Mason.
And did a good job, patient possession, running some clock off. Shot that with 6 seconds on the shot clock, and that'll put Bryce Williams at the line, shooting 2. And that foul went against Mason, his third foul, the 9th foul. So Nebraska will be in the double bonus the rest of the way of 1:37 on the game clock.
Bryce with 21, now make it 22 points. He's 7 for 15 from the floor, 4 for 10 from 3, 3 for 5 from the foul line, has 4 rebounds and 2 assists on the night. As the Huskers have stormed back from 11 points down after this free throw to take a 10-point lead again at 77-67. So you got a 21-point swing right there, Jake. Down inside. Now they trade baskets. No, he missed the layup. Jihad missed a little bunny, and here's Hoiberg with the ball coming the other way. He is stripped. Now he gets it back, gives to Jacobson. Down inside. Asijan layup good. He's got 17.
Just no one playing any defense. Jihad just missed the layup, and we almost turned it over, but find Asijan wide open.
Now the Huskers have the biggest lead of either of these teams in the game, 12 points. Here's a drive inside and a late whistle as 2 players wind up on the floor. Hoiberg for Nebraska and Mason for ASU.
And that's the 4th foul on Sam Hoiberg. Nebraska up 12, 79-67, 107 to play. Been a wild game, hasn't it?
Well, we've seen a 23-point swing here in the last 18 minutes of this game. Huskers were down 11. Now they're up by 12. Free throw Mason good.
Mason's 3 out of 4 from the foul line. 19 of 23 are the Sun Devils.
23 foul shots for them, 16 for Nebraska. The Huskers have made 11 of those, so they've been outscored from the free throw line by 9. Got a 10-point game, and the Huskers call timeout here with 1:07 to go, leading at 79-69.
Yeah, good timeout by Kale. Nebraska's got 3 left now still. 2 left after that timeout. Can't get it in bounds. Just call a timeout. Up 10, 79-69, 1:07 to play. But be smart with it. You can't start turning it over, and they're going to try to extend their pressure. And they didn't even have anybody on Connor Essegian, but Kale just couldn't see him at about the mid-court line was Connor. So they're trying to extend the pressure and really try to force some turnovers. Down 10 with 1:07 to play.
Looking over there at Bobby Hurley during this timeout. He doesn't look like he's any more pleasant a person than his brother.
Oh, I think he's a lot more pleasant than Dan.
You do?
He has to be, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's a breed of coach that I just don't care for.
So it'll be Kale inbounding the ball with Sam, Bryce, Connor, and Juwan. You've got Sam and Bryce about the circle extended, trying to get the pass.
Connor inbounds it. Coming to it is Gary. Back to Connor. And a little touch pass to Hoiberg across the line. No problemo against that pressure. Hoiberg being chased. Now falls down. And now a steal after he fell down the other way. And Ali is fouled. Saving the basket was either Essegian or Kale, one of the two. Fouled him.
What happened?
Well,
Sam just fell down like he just got tripped.
Well, he is testing the floor with his shoes as if to explain that he slipped.
It's like his knee gave out on him or something.
Now it'll put Ali at the free throw line. Amir Ali, free throw up and no good. Dribbles off Aaron off the right side of the rim. 79-69. Huskers with 54.5 seconds left to go. The winner, and it looks like it will be Nebraska. Second one is not good, but offensive rebound, and the putback rolls around and down for Mason.
Get a rebound,
He's
guys.
got 20 now. 79-71. Inbounds pass. Williams has got it. 2 defenders on him, and traveling called on him. Ooh, look out here now.
You just got to get the ball inbounds, be strong with it. We got to make them pay for pressing. We did that. Now we're trying to get the foul, but then we give up an offensive board on the free throw opportunity.
And Trevor Best inbounds the ball over to Miller in the corner. Up top, Mason shoots the 3 up. No good. Grazed the rim. And Hoiberg's there for the defensive board. Now to Williams. He's fouled by Miller. And they'll go to the other end and shoot free throws, as it will be Nebraska's Bryce Williams at the free throw line with 23 points on the night.
As I mentioned, double bonus the rest of the way. And Mason, you can tell he's tired. He's played 38 minutes in this game. Adam Miller has played 39 minutes. They have to be gassed. No depth on this Sun Devil team.
But they've had just as much rest after the end of the regular season as anybody else that's in this tournament, so it's not like they played last night. Free throw in and out for Williams. What a player he's been for the Huskers.
Been really good.
His 2 seasons at Nebraska. Second free throw up. Got it.
9-point advantage, 80-71, 41 to play in this game.
And here's ASU with the basketball. Mason's got it. Drives it against Hoiberg. Kicks it. Ali's 3. Splash. 80-74. 6.2 possession game with 32.4 to go.
And Ali on the season, he's a 32% three-point shooter, and that was good defense by Nebraska. And if he misses that one, it's basically game over. And instead he makes it. They're going to try to get another steal here.
Sure are.
And Nebraska has to be strong. We have 2 timeouts as well. Need to be strong with it. Get the ball into Bryce Williams or Sam Hoiberg or Connor and be strong with it. Make them foul you.
Might be okay. You get it into Kale's hands, too. There's 4 guys you can handle it.
You just want a guy that's been there
true
at that foul line, this juncture of the game before. But if they don't get a steal, I'm guessing they will foul right away. You would assume.
They'll extend the game.
Yep.
32.4 to go. Broadcast on Wednesday. Knock on wood, not nixing things, not saying it's over, but if the Huskers prevail, it'll be a 7:30 broadcast, an 8:30 Central Time tip. Winner of this one against either Georgetown or Washington State, and that's the fourth game of this first day of the tournament that follows this one tonight. 4 more games tomorrow. And then you've got a break if you're Nebraska, if you can win on Wednesday until Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, on the floor, Williams, Hoiberg, Sejan, Gary, and Kale's out there too, Kale Jacobson. And Kale will throw it in. Well, you can tell he's enjoying it.
Yeah, he's having a blast.
Yeah. He has toiled in the background for 3 years now, and he deserves every bit of PT he gets. And bounce pass to Gary. Gary dribbles the ball away from the defender, across the line, gives to Williams, double team fouled by Miller, and free throws for Bryce Williams with 26.2 to go. Now just hit your free throws.
Hit your free throws and challenge the shooter. Don't foul the jump shooter on the other end. But 26.2 on the game clock. Nebraska up 80-74.
ASU, not a bunch of chumps, reminding you, they beat St. Mary's, team Nebraska couldn't beat or didn't beat. And one team we didn't mention, they beat West Virginia, too.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had some nice wins and played some really good teams, very close. As Williams hits the free throws, he's got 26? Yeah, 26 on the night, Bryce does. On the other end, quick layup. Mason scores it, and it's an 82-76 6-point game again with 19.4 to go. And another timeout by Nebraska.
I don't think if we break this press, I'd be surprised. Well,
it's a 2-possession game,
yeah.
Jake.
Yeah, if they don't get a steal, though, I'll be curious to see if Bobby Hurley has his team foul right away or what they're with them trying to get that easy 2. Just what is Bobby Hurley's strategy here?
What are you saying? What are the alternatives?
Well, I don't know if they're going to just let this game go if they don't get a steal.
I don't think
so. I don't think they will either, but you got to have Kale inbound the ball, get the ball to Bryce Williams.
I think if it were a 3-possession situation, yes, but not a 6-point game. You're going to foul and then extend the game further.
They're going to try to.
So Jacobson again will be the trigger man, baseline for the Huskers on the floor, along with Williams, Hoiberg, Sejan, and Gary. And he runs the baseline, which he can, gets it inbounds to Sejan, trapped on the sideline. Over to Hoiberg, long pass down the floor. Here's a dunk with a right hand, another Amigos dunk, and that'll settle it. Williams with his 28th point, 27th and 28th points. Williams on the other end, or rather Mason on the other end, misses. Offensive rebound, put back Miller with 3.2 to go. And now we got a 6-point game again at 84-78 with 0.7 seconds left. And the Huskers are going to win this puppy.
Yep, 0.7 left on the game clock, and Arizona State going to clear the bench.
Bryce Williams finishing the night with 28 points at this moment. He'll be at the free throw line. He's got a chance for another 30-burger tonight, Jake.
30-burger. I had a posh burger at the Aria the other night.
Well, with this free throw, he's got 29 now, and he'll be able to afford a 30-burger if they can win this tournament. 29 points for Bryce Williams. 50% from the 4, 8 for 16 overall, 4 for 10 from 3, 9 for 12 from the foul line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and looking for point number 30 for the Huskers, winning their 18th game of the year, and the season lives on with Bryce Williams with his 30-point night, and there's the horn and there's the game. Huskers 18-14 with the win, advancing to round 2 of the inaugural Crown Tournament here in Las Vegas, Nevada on Wednesday. Final score, Huskers 86, Arizona State 78. postgame coming up on the Huskers Radio Network.
The signs are everywhere. It's time for Truck Month at your Midwest Ford dealers. Get up to $7,500 cash on F-150 and save on Ford Super Duty. Both part of F-Series, America's best-selling truck lineup for 48 years. Hurry in, folks. These trucks are running. Drive a new Ford F-150 with up to $7,500 cash or 1.9 financing plus $4,750 cash. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers. Driven by value.
Huskers fans, let's call a timeout on the court and in life. When the game gets tough, Nebraska stands together as a family, as a team. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there. Call, text, or chat 988. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. You're part of the Husker family, and every member is valued on and off the court. Remember, in times of need, call the timeout. Call, text, or chat 988. Presented by Nebraska DHHS.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
The signs are everywhere. It's time for Truck Month at your Midwest Ford dealers. Get $3,000 cash on Super Duty and save on Ford F-150. Both part of F-Series, America's best-selling truck lineup for 48 years. Hurry in, folks. These trucks are running. Drive a new Ford Super Duty with $3,000 cash or 1.9% finance.